Welcome to Challenge Forex. My name is Steve, and recently I uploaded a video where I tested a particular strategy using EMAs and stochastic indicator. I wanted to see if I could follow the rules offered by prop firms to see if I could actually pass this on a demo account using backtesting software before actually paying for a challenge. And if you do this sort of thing, it will actually save a lot of money in the long run. You want to make sure you have a strategy that works before actually paying for it. So the rules that we are following for the prop firm are just the basics. We've got a 10% maximum loss, 5% daily loss, and either an 8% profit target or a 10% profit target, depending on which prop firm you're going with. So in the first video, we used the risk to reward ratio of 1:1 or 1R, and it took 37 trades to actually pass the challenge, which was 8% target that we were going for. And now on this one, we're going to use a 1.5 risk to reward 1 to 1.5, so 1.5R, and see if we can actually reach the target quicker. And we're also going to use a different period as well. The original video we used the time from May 2019, so we're going to use a different time in the new test for today. Let's set up the software and the indicators on the screen and begin the actual backtesting. Starting off with a new simulation, I'm going to use the previous settings as last time. So we're starting with a $10,000 account balance, so 10,000 US dollar. Now the previous test we went from May 2019. Let's just change the date on this one to pick a date in 2020. So let's say 1st of April 2020 to start this test. We're doing Euro USD again as well. And we can actually filter in, take into account the cost of commissions. So the broker I'm using at the moment for this backtesting is Axie, and I know that the commission is $7 per lot. So that is counting the in and the out, so $7 total for one lot. So we'll take that into account as well. And when we set our lot sizes for the risk to reward, we will actually take into account adding one extra pip to the take profit to actually cover the spreads. Let's cover the commission, sorry. We're using a 1 hour chart for this test. So this is actually the news filter in the top right hand corner. I'm not going to enable that at all. I'm just going to disregard that totally. And the indicator we're using is stochastic. The settings are almost the standard. I'm using 1033. The standard settings are 533. But this is just to filter out some of the noise on here for starters. The EMA settings, I'm actually going to use 20, 50 and 200 EMA. We only use the EMAs just to get a trend direction and to help us with our entry. So that's almost everything set up. We're going to, let's say we'll go with 1% risk, and our target's going to be 1.5, as I said before. Okay, so let's get started. We're going bar by bar, and as we go through this, I will speed up the middle of this video so that it doesn't take an hour to get through, and we should be able to do the whole thing in maybe around about 15 or 20 minutes total. Let's get started. Looking for our first setup. I'll explain the setups as we go. basic rules for entry. We want to see a bit of a slope on the EMAs like we do here, and we're looking for a pullback into the EMAs, but also we want stochastic to go overbought or oversold. So in this case, because we're looking for a short trade, we want the stochastic to be in the overbought area, and then we'll look for our entry signal from there. When we see two lines like this on the chart, this indicates a Sunday trading, so beginning of a new week basically. Okay, now we're into the overbought area, but it looks like we're not actually getting a signal here. It's more like a trend reversal, so we're not going to take a short here at this point. Looking at possibly changing directions and going for longs. Okay, here we go, our first entry. Stop loss here is 41 pips. I'll say 40, I think 41 pips. So instead of 1.5, which is say 62, we're going to go for 63 as our target, so that we get slightly more than 1.5 if we actually win. Now normally this, so this one actually lost, so we've lost 1% already. And normally when I go for my entry, I would prefer to see a smaller stop loss than that one as well. So 41 pips is actually a little bit bigger than I would kind of like to see. So at the moment we're going sideways, so looking for it to break out and go long again. So now the trend direction is good. We just need the oversold and the pullback. Now this is actually closed below the 200 EMAs, so I'm looking at this being a reversal again now. So we're looking for short trades. Okay, here's our entry. 25 pips for the stop loss. So we'll go for 38 take profit. And stop that again. So we're off to a great start. We've had 2 losses so far, and so we're down 2%. And now remember that we can actually have up to 5% loss in one day, still past the prop firm challenge, but we're only putting one trade on at a time, so we're only losing 1% a day at this point. So using this strategy, you could actually be maybe looking at multiple pairs at the same time, and you might be getting at that point 1 trade per day. So here we've got another setup. So that is 32 pips for the stop loss. And so we're looking at 49 for the take profit. Okay, so this one was a winner. Getting back to our original target again, we're down by 0.55% at the moment. And the software actually has the option to give us some additional stats on our trades as well. So we have a graph, which is not very exciting at the beginning. We have our statistics of how we went with the trades. We can look at our history here as well, our closed trades. and this is the full history of the opening of the order, the time we open, the lot size, and the closing. So we'll turn that off at the moment, and let's look for another trade. And when we get slightly into profit, then we will start skipping ahead and looking for we'll fast forward to the end of the video anyway and look at the results. Here we have another entry. Same as before, 32 pips stop loss. And that one stopped out. Okay, now we're looking for long trades again. Going sideways at the moment, so it's really hard to predict a good entry. Okay, change direction again. We're looking for shorts now. I don't like the look of these small candles here. It looks like it's almost going to be another change in trend direction. Yeah, it looks like it's starting to go long again. But we've got a really bad time at the moment. There's a lot of choppy market. We do want to see a couple of winning trades though, just so that I can show you how the system works before we actually fast forward to the end. So let's keep going, see if we can find some more setups. At the moment, we've got spaghetti like EMAs. So market is going sideways, looking for a clearer direction in trend if we can find one. And when the price is going, above and below the EMAs like this, it's really hard to predict. We need something to show us a clear direction. Okay, this looks like a better signal. It's a 20 pip stop loss. So 31 take profit. Okay, that one reached the target, going well. So this is the kind of setup that I prefer to see. It's a lot clearer and you feel like you're going to win. Okay, this one is 16 pip stop loss. So 25 take profit. And that's a winner as well. So we're actually slightly in front now. We're up by 1.42%. So you can see here, these last couple of trades were on a clear trend direction. The EMAs are fanning out, getting wider, which sort of makes it clearer as an uptrend. So easy to find a trade when we're looking for trades in this kind of area where the market's going sideways, it's a little bit hard to predict, and quite often we get change in direction from one side to the other, backwards and forwards, and sort of like spaghetti in the EMAs. Okay, now we will have a look at fast forwarding now and just see if we can get to the end and get the results. Okay, just checking on our progress, and at the moment we can see here that we're up by 6.38%, so we are going in the right direction. And we have a look at our graph here, and this is actually looking promising as well. So the drawdown we've seen so far has actually been very low. We've had some losing trades, and here it looks like I think maybe 2 consecutive trades. Here again 2 consecutive trades. Here we've had 2 consecutive trades, but overall 2 is the most we've had with consecutive losses at the moment, so actually looking pretty good. So let's close this one and keep going, see if we can get to our target soon. Okay, now here we've actually reached our profit target. Let's have a look at the stats. So we wanted to go for either 8 or 10%. So in this example, I've actually gone for a 10% target, and we've actually reached that now. And the trend line is actually looking really good. We did have a stage here in the middle where we went a little bit sideways, but then 2 or 3 winning trades consecutively helps us reach our target. So looking at our closed trades, we can see here we had 25 trades. So that's a little bit better than the previous example where we had 37 trades. So the IR reward ratio is actually better in this case. So we had 1 to 1.5 risk to reward. And looking at the statistics here, checking the number of trades, we had number of trades is 25. Profiting trades is a little over halfway, so we've got 14 winners and 11 losses. That's given us a 56% win rate, so that's great. With a 1 to 1.5 ratio, we just need to get better than 40% to actually make a profit, so 56% is actually pretty good. And that's all the stats that I think we need to look at. We consecutive wins is 3, maximum consecutive losses is 2, so only 2 consecutive losses is actually great for any strategy, so I'm pretty happy with that one. Okay, that's it for today's testing, and the results worked out really well, and I do prefer the 1 to 1.5 ratio over the 1 to 1 or the 1R. So look out for my next video. I'm going to do another test similar to this one. Not sure which indicator I'm going to use yet. I may actually use the RSI or the MACD for the next one, but also look at my previous videos. We do have a free download of expert advisors that I've been using or testing that I did generate to use for FTMO, and that is actually a free giveaway to my subscribers, so look for a download link for that one as well, and I'll see you in the next video.